One of the statements that you hear a lot these days is we're losing our recipes. Yeah, we are losing our recipes. It's the exposure because you got to give them a taste for that stuff too. If they don't have a taste for it, then they won't be accustomed to real home cooked food. They'll just be like, nope, give me the quick fast food stuff. Can you blame people for not wanting to make music in a more slow, methodical way if music is not their primary source of income? This whole industry of like music tech and all that stuff, it is going to die. It's not enough of us that are coming into this space that care enough about music production. That's what's going on. He said, I'm a late Gen X and remember when a 500 megabyte hard drive and Elisa's ADAT on VHS was king with that. Things are so different now. I think I'm most saddened not by Biden and remakes. It will happen whether we like it or not. It's more sad that many feel prompts are king, and too many don't even want to learn how to make sounds from scratch. Like to me, that is the most fun part. See, and I'm glad you brought that up. That is why I'm having these conversations, because I think we are probably going to be the last generation of people that care about making music in this more traditional way. So I think we have to be very careful with the way we package our conversations and even criticisms of people that come after us. Because realistically, if the next generation does not value making music in this traditional way, this whole industry of like music tech and all that stuff, it is going to die. It's not enough of us that are coming into this space that care enough about music production where we can keep all these companies afloat in the future. They need new customers. That's the reality. That's business. That is business. So if we don't embrace a new generation and give them guidance in a way that doesn't belittle them and insult their intelligence, if we can't figure out how to do that and guide them in a direction that helps them to understand how to be creative and explore different aspects of music production in a more traditional way, we stand to lose this whole culture, and it would just become like a very small subculture. Will be kind of looked at as being in the Stone Age or whatnot. Will be looked at as the cavemen in the man cave, because let's be real. Today's studio music production culture is man cave culture, right? We'll be looked at as being part of the Stone Age in our man caves, while everybody else is using prompts and other things that allow them to much more quickly make music. And I mean, can you blame people for not wanting to make music in a more slow, methodical way if music is not their primary source of income? Got to think about that too. Like, what purpose is there for someone that is like younger that's looking to like get themselves off the ground, as far like get their career off the ground and whatnot? What purpose is there for them to spend 4 or 5 hours on a beat, 2 days on a beat, 2 months on a beat, just for there not to be anywhere to monetize that anyhow, when they could have been spending their time on stuff that helped them to get their career off the ground and monetize things in a more effective way? Yeah, they're going to use the best tools that allow them to maximize their time, because time is not something that they have unlimited resources for. They are going to run out of time at a certain point. So yeah, prompting is going to become more prominent. AI is going to become more prominent. Any tools that allow you to do this part quicker and more efficiently is going to become more of the way forward. I don't blame them, but I think, as with anything, it's about providing exposure. It's about providing exposure. we have to be willing to provide exposure to the next generation to the things that we like, appreciate, and the things that we also take part in. And if we don't do that, then we can't expect that there's going to be continuity of the culture. The culture will die because we didn't pass on the values. And one of the statements that you hear a lot these days is we're losing our recipes. Yeah, we are losing our recipes. Why? Because grandma didn't have a recipe book that she passed down to the next generation. So you're gonna lose your recipes. Like, I wish I would have got grandma's recipe for gumbo. Like, I'm being dead serious. My grandma made like a really great gumbo, and I didn't get that recipe. My mom didn't get that recipe. So that recipe is lost now. Because there was no thought about, hey, how will they enjoy this when I'm gone? How will they make this when I'm gone? Right? You got to show somebody something. You got to give somebody some exposure and say, hey, this is how we do this. And let me come watch me do this and take the notes. And I'm gonna pass you the recipe book too, but I need you to actively be a part of putting this together a few times so that you remember how to do this, right? Same thing with our music production and the way that we make music, because these are recipes. The ingredients that we use, different tools and whatnot, right? The different sounds and whatnot. These are recipes. Everybody say they cooking up, right? Producers always say we having a cook up, legendary cook. I don't know. Sunny Digital might be on right now talking about legendary cook. I know he cooks up on streams and stuff. We call it cooking up. If we're cooking up, then we got recipes. It's something that we need to take into consideration. Take into consideration. This stuff got to get passed down. We got to give the younger generation exposure so that they value the old way of creating things. Because otherwise, yeah, like, I mean, if you only give your kid Hot Pockets and DoorDash and that sort of stuff, they're not gonna value a home cooked meal. They're like, if they only eat DoorDash and that's what you give them, it's like DoorDash, they're gonna be like, man, I don't want that food that you cooked or you about to cook. I don't want that. Like, can you DoorDash? I'm trying to get some Raising Cane's. I'm trying to get some Chick-fil-A. Oh my gosh, I don't want like that chicken you trying to make. I don't want that. Right? So it's the exposure, because you got to give them a taste for that stuff too. If they don't have a taste for it, then they won't be accustomed to real home cooked food. They'll just be like, nope, give me the quick fast food stuff. Give me the prompts. Give me the AI tools. Give me everything that allows me to just quickly get that meal done. Like, I don't cook up, but at best we gonna DoorDash. I ain't cooking up though.